Augusta commissioners have a lot on their plates this afternoon as commission has been rescheduled because of the weather. Your Sydney Hood tells us about the EMA response to this week's snow.
I'm just getting back from speaking to Augusta commissioners and Augusta's Mayor Garnett Johnson about some lessons that they've learned from these rare weather events we've had. We had Hurricane Helene in September, and we've had 2 winter weather events in January. I've spoken to them about their conversations on moving forward with hiring a full-time EMA director. You'll hear their answers and what they have to say about this coming up on News 12 at 6 o'clock. We'll have updates for you on our website, WRDW.com, as well as on our WRDW app.
All FEMA disaster recovery centers in Georgia reopened today after closing for 2 days due to the winter weather. But the agency says the center in McDuffie County is set to close for good. The center will close permanently at 6 p.m. on Saturday, but until then, it'll be open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. We're getting the latest updates on school closures from the winter weather. Some of the districts returning to a normal schedule include McCormick, Barnwell, and McDuffie counties. Tolliver will be on a 1-hour delay, and Aiken and Orangeburg will operate on a 2-hour delay tomorrow. Allendale, Bamberg, and Warren community schools are staying closed tomorrow. Glasscock, Hancock, and Washington County schools will continue their e-learning model tomorrow. And so far, we have not received an announcement from Richmond and Columbia County schools. We do expect an announcement from them shortly. You can find a full list of schools on our website, WRDW.com. The number of people experiencing homelessness in our area has increased in each of the last 3 years. City leaders and volunteers are counting up the number of people for this year. Your Kennedy Payne has more on what they're seeing and how you can help.
The point-in-time count for Augusta-Richmond County happens the last 10 days of January because that's typically when it's the coldest. So we start to see people who are experiencing homelessness in our community really start to get into those shelters and stay a little bit longer. Now, it has been postponed because of the snow and winter weather that we saw for those shelter counts, and you still have time to volunteer, but the overnight one is still happening tomorrow for Friday, and they need more than 100 volunteers. So we're going to be highlighting what this point-in-time count does and how you can help, all new on News 12 at 6 o'clock. So make sure to check that out on our website at WRDW.com and on our app.
And good news for those trying to get to overnight warming shelters for free. Augusta Transit Services started back up at noon today. Their last route will end at 8:30 tonight, as long as roads are safe and passable. The overnight centers are at Augusta Rescue Mission, Garden City Rescue Mission, and Salvation Army Center of Hope. Daytime warming centers are Carrie J. Mays, McBean Center, May Park, Bernie Ward Center, Henry Brigham Center, and Blythe Center. We have the full list right there on your screen. You can find their typical hours if you search for the Augusta Transit update on WRDW.com. You'll have to find a ride to those. Day 1 of the St. Croix Bassmaster Open at Clarks Hill Reservoir has been postponed. The organization behind the event says it's because of all the ice. The tournament is expected to start tomorrow morning in Appling.